Gal Gadot could play one crucial character in Mark Ruffalo's solo Hulk movie if Kevin Feige plans to cast the DC star after Henry Cavill. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more video. Gal Gadot can make her MCU debut opposite Mark Ruffalo in a long-anticipated film. Kevin Feige earlier brought on Henry Cavill, who according to reports will have a longer stay here at MCU. Cavill's former DCU castmate Gadot will be perfect for the role of Kyra the Old Strong, the wife of Hulk and mother to his two sons in a World War Hulk-based film. Gadot is likely not to reprise her role as Wonder Woman in James Gunn's new DC universe, which has yet to announce their Amazonian warrior. She has already arrived at Disney, with her role as Queen Grimhild aka the Evil Queen in the upcoming film Snow White. Gal Gadot may not go back to the DCU, but her path to the MCU seems very clear now. Gadot is closely working with Disney now, and Kevin Feige can easily rope her in for a role in the MCU. It may not be a role in which she can show her badass skills, but audiences can see her as a more nuanced character in the Marvel Universe. The role is that of Kyra the Old Strong in a potential Hulk movie. For a long time, there have been talks about Mark Ruffalo starring in a World War Hulk-based movie. Kyra is a crucial female character in the plot of such a storyline. In the comics, Hulk meets Kyra on the planet Sakaar and marries her. She first appeared in The Incredible Hulk, Volume 3, Number 92, created by Greg Pak and Carlo Pagulayan. She was introduced in the Planet Hulk storyline first. The character was born to the species of Sakaran Shadow People. Her village was attacked by the Spikes, a spore-like species, leaving Kyra as the only survivor. She is saved by the Red Prince, who later becomes the Red King of Sakaar. She becomes a loyal lieutenant of the Red King and protects him from the Hulk when the latter becomes the most prominent gladiator on the planet. However, Kyra soon learns that it was the Red King who led the Spikes against her villagers. She turns against him and joins the Hulk in a coup against Red King. Hulk becomes the Green King after taking down the villain and marries Kyra. When she is pregnant, she dies in a warp core explosion that destroys the entire planet. She gives birth to two sons through the old power, Scar and Hirokala. Hulk blames the explosion on the Illuminati and returns to Earth to take revenge, forming the storyline of World War Hulk. Kyra continues to survive as an energy being until she is killed by Galactus. World War Hulk is a storyline that has been teased in Marvel for a long time. Thor: Ragnarok included a lot of elements from this storyline, and She-Hulk hinted that Hulk spent his years after Infinity War on Sakaar, even introducing his son Scar. The introduction of Abomination and bringing Betty, the leader, and Red Hulk into Captain America 4 all scream a future Hulk movie. Mark Ruffalo earlier addressed the World War Hulk storyline while filming She-Hulk. He expressed his interest in the storyline and shared that Hulk's time on Sakaar is a good place to start for a solo movie. He shared with Variety, "There has been some conversations about what happened in the 2 years where Hulk abandoned Banner and the Avengers on Sakaar, and the emergence of Smart Hulk, which hasn't ever fully been answered. I think maybe we've given 4 sentences to that time period since then. It's really an interesting, exciting part of the Hulk story and Banner story. I do think that the trip to Sakaar is a good place to start, and what that means to the idea of what the fans have been asking for. This idea of Planet Hulk or World War Hulk, or just the journey that Banner and Hulk have to make to come to peace with each other. That's really interesting to me, and I do feel like there is some interest in exploring that down the line." The film is still years away, as the MCU needs to focus on its current multiverse storylines. However, fans would definitely be interested in seeing Ruffalo return, possibly with Gal Gadot by his side. Gal Gadot's one flop movie was difficult to shoot for the actress and her co-star due to the setting they were subjected to in the climax. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more video. Wonder Woman 1984 was a heavily disappointing sequel from Patty Jenkins and Gal Gadot after their super successful first film. While fans had a hard time sitting through the film, Gadot revealed that she didn't have a great time on set either. The Wonder Woman actress and her co-star Kristen Wiig had to endure rashes on their faces and dive into stinky milk water for their roles. Wiig played the role of the DC supervillain Cheetah, which required her to do some heavy action sequences like Gadot in full costume. The big-budget film was no smooth ride for either of the actresses, especially for Wiig, who was suffering from a cold at the time. Wonder Woman 1984 made some grave errors in execution that ruined the otherwise great character for the audience. The film failed to break even, and Gal Gadot infamously showed some bad acting skills in the movie. Starring alongside Gadot was Kristen Wiig as Barbara Minerva, Diana's shy co-worker who transforms into a powerful supervillain. During the climax of the film, Wonder Woman gets to wear the golden armor of Asteria and fights Barbara, who is now in the form of a cheetah. According to the actresses, the generic action climax was very difficult to film. During their interview with Harper's Bazaar in 2020, they recalled how jumping into the water with their costumes gave them rashes on their face. The scene took place on a seashore, but the scene was shot indoors. In order to bring the seawater effect, the production added milk to the water. While they didn't notice anything initially, the milk eventually began to stink. Gadot shared that while people only saw the final polished film, the actresses had to endure a lot of pain to bring the scenes to the screen. She shared with Harper's Bazaar, "Do you remember the waterwork we had to do and the rashes that came out over our faces? Then they had to put milk in it and it just stank. People see the final, polished thing, but we had to do diving and you, Kristen, were cold." Wiig was battling a bad cold from the start of filming, and the climax seawater scene only made it worse. The SNL actress shared that she tried not to go too far because of her sinuses. She shared, "I had to make sure I didn't go down too far because of my sinuses. I had a really bad cold, and it happened to be the day we were shooting underwater and scuba diving. It was definitely not a fun day on set." While Gadot's costume was heavy due to the armor, Wiig's costume was an animal prosthetic, which made things even more difficult for her when it got wet. Despite their best efforts, Patty Jenkins' Wonder Woman sequel was a half-baked attempt. Gal Gadot had to be physically fit all the time for action sequences, which could take a toll on any other actresses. However, Gadot shared that she avoided burning out during filming the series by taking things one day at a time. She shared that she focused on the now rather than what she had to do in the future. In these type of huge movies, you can't take it as a whole. It's day by day. It's not even a week-by-week project because every day is full to the max. Gal Gadot is trained in martial arts and served as a trainer for the Israel Defense Forces. She shared with The Sun that when it comes to action scenes, she really enjoys filming them. With her training background, she performs a significant portion of her stunts, but the 999 actress remarked that she celebrates her stunt artists and gives due credit to them. Wonder Woman 1984 is now available for streaming on Max. A wild rumor created by a fan page involving Diddy and Gal Gadot allegedly sleeping together has been debunked. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more video. A wild rumor created by a fan page involving Diddy and Gal Gadot allegedly sleeping together has been debunked. It's been quite a while since the controversy of rapper Diddy erupted and spread like wildfire all over social media, and since then, a lot of secrets have been unearthed as well as rumors that are yet to be proven. Still, many of these claims are just too insane to be true. Fans know how much the disgraced artist loved holding extravagant parties joined by many elite celebrities.